So this is our beautiful garden plant area, and obviously at the moment it doesn't necessarily look that way. That is because under there is a grave. We have dug a grave underneath this beautiful plant area, and then what we did is we put the plants back on top. It was the only way we could do it for time, for light, for the actual... Someone had to come here and actually dig a grave, and it is 5 foot down and it is a mess in there. So later on you will see this uncovered and as a grave, but we have to shoot the other scene first where it's supposed to look like a beautiful garden, so pretend there's no grave there. Let's do this. Place it out between the two, so you've got the top back, just have that little moment in between. You thought, I'm going to do that over there, and then the pause between the break of back to her now. I'm going to look after you. Okay. Because she's still a bit wary of you.
So slow the pace down.
So only a tiny bit, but just that thought in between the two.
Yes.
So after the player, you've wowed her with that, and now it's I'm going to look after you. Bring it back to her, which is really nice. Yeah. And when you do switch hands, just do that a tiny bit more for me. I don't want to say it in that one, but just, no, keep it on her. But bring your arm out like that.
Like that.
It's so we see your face. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could probably do it with like that, but see how, yeah, like that. Yeah.
Almost got up. No.
No. It's just out a bit so we can see your face.
I like the idea of you saying I'm going to look after you and then just lifting them more onto yourself.
I missed the umbrella training at drama school. There was a whole week. It was after combat.
It's like fans.
Yeah, you were like, I don't need that.
No, we're going to need an umbrella. Any challenging or funny moments on set so far on my third day? One of the takes that we just did, I made a cock-up, but that might include a spoiler where essentially I have to call Nina's character, Mrs. Tanner, into the room, and she explains a medical situation, and so she has to ask me what happened, and I say, I don't know. And for some reason in this take, I explained what the situation was, so she had no line to answer because I'd already done it. It probably doesn't sound very funny, but at the time, it was very funny.
The amount of padding you've got. You come down here, please.
So now we're doing a quick pick-up shot. We did this beautiful restaurant scene in here, which we turned this sort of garden area into a lovely restaurant. So we had the lovely scene with Samantha Bond and Emily Berrington here. But when we were doing it, we were running really out of time, and I didn't get the close-up of Emily, which is a reveal moment of someone she potentially sees in the restaurant, just because of time. And I thought, oh, it'll be all right, it'll work on the single, and actually it didn't. So now we've got a bit of time, we're waiting for it to get dark. I thought, let's run round, get this sneaky little shot now, and hopefully slot it into the movie. Fingers crossed that works. But yeah, team behind me now, cracking on with that, so it should work really nicely. You and the waiter. So we'll have a little practice of it, seeing you, and then a little look. You can either look away or do it in the same look. Sometimes with these, I mean, on the day we did, it was a whole year later, and you never noticed. It was just literally the same shot reversed, and suddenly you came back to him, and it was a year later, but you'd never know. So you can get away with this stuff sometimes. As long as the story holds up, then you can get away with a lot of indie filmmaking tricks.
Run around.
So we've got a great script supervisor now, Matt Steen. So he's got all the photos from the day we shot this. So he's going, right, what's there? This little whatever it is, wine glass is here. Her hair was like this at the time. So you've got all that in place. So it's easy enough to just hopefully just drop them in and shoot that quick pickup.
I read the script pretty quickly when my agent sent it over, and I just thought I really like a psychological thriller anyway, and I just thought this is a really good example of a psychological thriller where you feel for the characters, the setting is amazing, it's creepy, but it's also human. I just thought there were lots of kind of good balances in it, and also some sort of quite cool stuff as well as an actor that you get to do and try out.
Difficult, but Tom still loves you. I know that life would be a little tricky.
Where have you been? Well done, guys.
That was that shot. Worked really well. It'll slot in the movie perfectly, and hopefully you won't notice. Fingers crossed. So our first shot will be somewhere around here. We'll be getting that hero extreme close-up around here. Yep. And then we'll be popping back further and further for bigger ones as we go back. Cool. Just so you know, this is our first shot. Yeah?
So it's all kind of covered, and I think it'll come up and come through and give us a bit of landing down here for that.
Yeah.
And then maybe we just roam with the big jumble for Phil when we're doing close-ups and stuff like
that will
this.
help for the police coming in here. And we'll need the police light on the side of the house.
So we're starting with the police light as well.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yes, that will be.
That's it,
That's
yeah.
first up. Then we'll
Magic,
work
thank
our way
you.
back.
Right, so big setup tonight. It's just the grave, and also we see this house, which is stunning. It's going to be all lit up. So we're going to shoot one way first, against the house, and then we're going to switch everything round and shoot the other way, which is all the grey stuff. So it's going to be a fun evening, a lot to shoot, but I don't know. Sometimes you think, yeah, we can do it in the schedule. You look at it and you go, yeah, no problem, we can do that. And you look at the script and you think, yeah, easy. When you come to it and there's action and there's stuff going on, you've got to be so careful and take time. So apprehensive, but I think it'll work.
Today, this evening, tonight even, in the rain and the mud, and the wind and the gale, I will be recording. My character's called Stefan. He's a chauffeur. He's a hunter. He every now and then shoots a rabbit for tea. He's somebody that the Carlisles really depend on and is trustworthy. He's a lot of fun. He has a kind of sinister edge to him in that he sees everything that's going on.
As long as we're not seeing the scaffold.
Let's just put it this way, he takes a life to save a life. Yes. Yeah, that's good, dear.